Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordan Hayden, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about my fight on May the 14th. A little bit of feelings about, training and diet, etc. And just sort of inform on like where I want to take it eventually. So first of all, like getting into feelings about the fight and stuff like that. I'm actually quite feeling strong, to be honest. I'm a lot fitter than I thought I was going to be. Like in terms of stamina, strength and conditioning, even sparring. Like I haven't really sparred for 2 years, and I've just started a few weeks ago. I probably sparred maybe 6, 7 times. No, actually, no, about 4 or 5 times. And each time I felt actually quite fit. I've done 5 3-minute rounds, which is 15 minutes in total. The fight will actually be only 6 minutes, which is 3 2-minute rounds. So considering I can go 5 rounds, I'm feeling a lot fitter than I should be at this point in time, considering I didn't spar for 2 years. And to be honest, nerves wise, I'm really not feeling it at the minute. This fight is sort of like a culmination of years of undisciplined hard work, if you know what I mean. Like when I was a little bit younger, I was a bit undisciplined with my food, sort of my training, like the less obvious aspects like running and stuff like that outside of the gym work, like obviously bags, pads, etc. So now I'm 18, well, nearly 19 soon. I'm an adult now, and there's no excuses anymore. Like this is sort of the fight where I'm like, yeah, I need to show what I can do. I already have the skills. I can see that in sparring. Just being able to counter punches, see what's coming. People on my level, sort of skills wise or physicality, getting the best of them sometimes in sparring, then I know that this is something I can actually be really good at. And the nerves haven't hit me at all yet. And to be honest, there's 9 weeks left, so there's time to do it. But at the minute, I'm actually feeling pretty decent. I can't lie. I've still got 9 weeks of intense training, dieting, weight loss, probably 4 5 maybe 4 weeks 4 or 5 weeks of good sparring, with loads of different lads. Probably there's 19 other lads that are participating, so and a lot of range of ability as well. People who have like quite a lot of experience, people who haven't had any experience, people who have just started boxing. So I can't wait to start sparring everybody, to see like how my ability goes up against everybody else. There's people who are taller than me, fitter than me, probably a lot stronger than me, some of them as well, because most of them are fully grown adults, like 30s 40s, obviously not as maybe fit physically, but in terms of strength they're probably a lot stronger. And to be honest, this is like a start of like a long journey of mine. I really want this to lead somewhere, and the passion and the desire for it is there this time. You know, having years of undisciplined work and like seeing where it's got me, like at the minute I'm about 15 stone, and I've been up to 16 and a half stone, and I've lost a stone and a half up until this point. And I'm like, when I was about 15, I was 11 stone, and I was probably about 15% body fat. I was really in shape, and I was probably just on the cusp of an amateur fight, and COVID hit, and then I sort of just like derailed from there, and missing out on opportunities to fight in amateur and stuff like that. So this white collar fight is, it's probably the biggest I'm gonna have for until I turn pro, in terms of music events, people that are coming, because it's like a really big arena with massive speakers, a proper ring walkout where there's lights, ring girls, literally a whole event where everybody gets food, is drinks served, etc. So yeah, it's going to be a really good night, and I'm sort of looking forward to it, because I know Like, I can smash this fight as long as I dedicate myself to it. And that's literally just it. All that requires now is hard work and doing the things that I don't want to do, and staying disciplined, like doing the hard work, especially when I don't want to. Something Hamza says in his videos. Hamza is one of the self-improvement influencers that I watch all the time, as well as Jordan Green and First Man's, just to name a few. So to be honest, I'm going to talk about my training regimen just a little bit. So overall, there's 9 weeks of training. Obviously, the last week is the week before the fight, so that'll be, you know, we start to wind down, focus on recovery a little bit. I'll probably get a few massages and a bit of cupping therapy before the week before the fight. Sort of relax a bit. Probably spend a bit of time with family before. Get mentally prepared for the fight, like journaling, loads of boxing videos, and you know, visualization did it before the fight. So yeah, in terms of like the next 3 weeks, I'm going to be specifically focusing on weight loss and fitness. The reason why is because I'm 15 stone, and if I want to fight amateur again, I'm only 5'9", so I'll probably be about 75 kg. So at the minute I'm about 95, I think. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, give or take. So I'm trying to get my weight down for the fight at least 13.5 stone. So a stone and a half in 2 months isn't too bad. So I'm going to be focusing on weight loss and fitness mostly. Pardon me. Just because, like, I want to be as fucking fit as possible as I can be. Like, I want to be able to go in that ring and fight 6 minutes as hard as possible if need be. And if not, I can go in there and spark somebody out in 10 seconds if it comes to it. But if I get somebody hurt at any point in the fight, I don't want to jump on them and get gassed out. I want to be able to go in, pummel them, come back out and be like, yeah, all I need is a deep breath, and I'm like straight back in, you know. So yeah, fitness is the most important thing for me, to be honest. Like, the skills are already there, as I've seen in sparring and stuff like that. Like, literally, as long as I'm fit and my legs are strong, I'll be fine, because I've been sparring and I've took hard shots, and I know I can take shots now. I've been in with one of my friends who's also participating in the event. I've sparred with him, and you know, I felt pretty decent, to be honest. I felt not fight fit, but I was sparring fit, where I was 5 rounds, maybe like the last round was a bit sluggish and a bit sort of drawn out. You know, I started to feel the heat a little bit then, but that's only because it was the first few times I've sparred in like the last 2 years. And to be honest, like, I sparred literally a few days ago, and it was probably the best like sparring I've had in a while. It was a kid who was a little bit less experienced than me, so I was sort of just working on defensive movements and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Fitness and weight loss for the first 3 weeks, and the 3 weeks right after that is going to be fitness and sparring technique. So we start sparring about the 3rd week in. So obviously there's loads of lads to spar with, some unexperienced, some experienced. Mostly for me, it's eyes, keep my eyes open. Like, I'm definitely getting better right now. Like, sparring the other day, I sort of kept my eyes open for the whole sparring session. So that was, you know, a big confidence booster for me, because I could see shots coming a lot more. And now I can counter appropriately, to be honest. And there's a few things I need to work on, keeping my feet a bit distant, like a bit distance apart. Sometimes they come a bit close together, which throws me off balance, but it's nothing too crazy. Nothing I can't fix with a little bit of focus in sparring. That's pretty much it. And then that week, them 3 weeks, sorry, it's going to be natural weight loss. Just, I'm only not going to really change my diet or anything. I'm not going to like too focus on it like this. These next 3 weeks, I'm going to be focused specifically on losing weight and getting as fit as possible. And then the weeks after that, literally just sparring, which will obviously burn so many more calories anyway, because it's the closest thing to the fight, and it's the most exhausting thing outside of probably sprints or rower or extreme intensity like cardiovascular exercise. And to be honest, by week 5, I want to have lost at least a stone. If like that's a reasonable amount, like £3 per week, £2 per week. £2 per week for 5 weeks is £10. Obviously, sometimes I want to be losing £3 or £4 a week. With the amount of training I'm doing, it's pretty possible. And then the last 2 weeks of training are going to be intense fitness, so I'm going to try and get as fit as like possible. Loads of sprints, to be honest, because it's only 6 minutes. I need to be like cardiovascularly more explosive rather than like sort of endurance, because I don't want to be going on 45, 50-minute runs when I'm going to be in there for 6 minutes. I want to be able to go 15 minutes of sprints 3 or 4 times a week, where my heart and my body gets used to explosive movements and basically constant hard work for 6 minutes, rather than sort of like jabbing and moving for like 6 minutes and like endurance, keeping my legs. I want my legs to be able to fucking explode and knock somebody out if need be. And then the last 2 weeks, I'm going to start doing my mental preparation, where I talk about journaling. Journaling helps me express my thoughts out here so they're not stuck in my head. Allow myself to think and let thoughts flow through. That's really important for me. I think as somebody who's sort of struggled with, not extremely, but like a little bit of mental health issues, probably something I talk about in, as I get more comfortable on camera, but as a little bit, it gets my thoughts out of my head onto paper, and then they're not stuck in my head no more. I mean, yeah, it does help a lot. Maybe try it out. It's not for everybody, but maybe. I mean, to be honest, it is for everybody, because everybody needs like an expressive. And if you feel like you have nobody to talk to, journaling's probably the easiest thing to do outside of that. But the amount of preparation for the fight, because obviously I'm having family and stuff like that come to the event, friends from work, people from the gym as well. It's really important for me to be in a good, confident, non-pressurized space where I'm not thinking about, oh fucking hell, if I get knocked out, my mom's gonna be there. And all I need to think about is I need to put on a good performance because my mom's there. And not that sort of sounds counterintuitive, but it's not the pressure, it's the motivation. It's the motivation to do well in the fight. And like, my mom's gonna be there, so like I don't want to be hurt in front of my mom. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna do my utmost, like physically possible, just to not be hurt. Like, that's the minimum, not to get hurt in a fight. That's the minimum that I'm gonna do in that fight, is not be hurt. The maximum, a clean knockout in the first round. That's the maximum. But I'm also mentally prepared for the fact that it could be a war, and for 6 minutes I could have to go in there and swing it out with somebody who might be I don't know if there's many people that are as tough as I'm probably that'll be in the fight, like the event, because it's only like an amateur, not really, it's not even amateur level event. It's just it's white collar, so it's literally just everyday people. But obviously I've had a bit of experience, just doing it before. And to be honest, I've been watching loads of Canelo and Young Floyd, like Pretty White Floyd, just the technique and stuff like that, how they fight, especially Canelo, because he's sort of my build. He's probably 5'9", really, stocky shoulders, etc., which is sort of my build. And yeah, I've been watching loads of Tony Jeffries as well, focusing on my technique and stuff like that. Like, keeping my hand up, that's like my right hand, the most important thing I've been realising. Because I've noticed when I get caught by the jab, it's because I ain't got my right hand up and I can't parry it, because it's down here, and like it's like the jab's coming here. Whereas if it's here, I can parry the jab out of the way because it's coming here, like my forehead, not out my bleeding chest, where my hand's here. So keeping my hand here so I can parry, or if I need to, I can cover up, etc. So yeah, that's pretty much mental preparation covered. And to talk about like diet and stuff like that, I've sort of like mixed it into like a bit of category. So like I probably have about 450 calories for breakfast, which is like a decent amount. It's enough. I think mostly eggs, beans, and then some porridge, pretty much. Dinner time, chicken, rice or pasta, and then green beans with some berries and yogurt. That's sort of like the taste bud. That's where I get most hungry, is like the midday. So a bit of yogurt and mixed berries to quench the taste buds. And then at night time probably salmon or tuna, with a bit of rice and green beans, maybe some other vegetables in there as well. So yeah, that's pretty much the summary for the fight that's coming up soon. 9 weeks to train hard. I'm going to be posting probably like weekly, sort of like, not like weekly documents, if you know what I mean, like where every day every week I'm like, yeah, tell you how I feel, etc. Maybe I might do a few videos on like the diet and stuff like that, just to you know, inspire anybody else that's doing this, you know, to keep it simple. Personally, I don't like cooking like too much when I'm come home and I'm training. When I've been training, my arms are tired and I can like barely lift the milk out of the fridge or stuff like that. I literally just want to be able to put stuff in the pan, literally cook it with 5 minutes and then it's done, literally. Or meal prep it in advance, which is probably what I'm gonna do with the chicken. And I have the salmon. It's not, I think it's like it's eaten raw, but it's like it's prepared so you can eat it raw, if you know what I mean. And then literally the rice goes in like literally from a pot. I'll probably make at the start of the week. Probably 3 days before. Every 3 days I'll cook up some rice. But yeah, so thank you for watching this far into the video. If you did get this far, I do appreciate your time. You're taking out of your day to come and watch this video. It does mean a lot to me personally. I want to be a self-improvement channel eventually, as I develop myself even more. At the minute, I'm primarily boxing focused and fitness and stuff like that. But as I go along and I start to get more comfortable on camera, stuff like that, I'll probably do some videos about fitness and diet, etc., mindset. So yeah, but thank you for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day or a good rest of your night, wherever you are. Thank you for watching and take care. Have a good rest of your day.